another episode.
Hey everyone, my name is Monroe. This is Ahmed Hasham. We're from Break Diving. Today we're having our Cash Flow Club event. So we're going to be talking about all the different ways that we're trying to improve the amount of money flowing into our lives. Ahmed, good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see you.
Where are you? You're in Egypt. Yes, Egypt. So the main thing that we were talking about right in our chat room, I'll share my screen. The chat room is this. Well, this is actually not the chat room. Where is the chat room? I have no idea where the chat room is at the moment. But anyway, in the breakdiving chat room, we were talking about this Solo. So it's an app where you, and I believe it may only be for Americans now.
Yeah, I searched for it and I didn't find it in the Play Store, in the App
But
Store.
yeah, anyone watching or even Ahmed, maybe there's something similar though that's in your country, or maybe you could build it yourself. I don't know, but it's really cool. I got involved with here, and I've started lending money to people. And this is an interesting. They have a tagline here. Where's their tagline that I thought that was very nice? I don't know. It was they had it. Maybe it disappeared because of the. Oh, maybe here. Lend. Oh, I don't know. Oh gosh, can you still see me?
Yeah.
My screen just went blank. Went complete.
And see the sharing.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Why did this do this? Sometimes the last time this happened with Zoom was about 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago. It hasn't happened recently. Let me try something. Hold on. If we get disconnected, come back. Wait, I think I'm coming back. Why does it do this? There, yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened, but oh my gosh, it did it again. Nope, it's back. Technology, absolutely crazy. Let me stop the screen share because that's what's I think causing the problem. I've started using it. It's an app on the phone, and I've just started lending people money. I lent somebody about $100, lent somebody $125, lent somebody $75, and they're paying me back at like 5, 6, 7% interest. And it's neat. You get to choose what type, how much. Like if they propose 3% interest, and I give a counter offer saying no, 7%, for example, and then they can either accept it or deny it. But the thing that's nice is that it has to be paid back within 14 days. So it's not like a credit card where they're going to, and you can only do one loan at a time, the borrowers. So they're not going to get overwhelmed with 27 credit cards like most people do. And so it helps to build positive borrowing habits from people. And for the lenders, making lots of money. So, but anyway, the question was before, what are the top ways that you have cash flowing out, if any? And for me, it's my job on Just Answer, answering legal questions, some of my legal clients. Other cash flow is managing the rental property that my mother and I have, and now making money by lending to Solo. They have this cool thing. They're trying to encourage lenders to lend more money. And they said, if you will lend 20 loans per month, you get all these fancy features and benefits and this and that. And I'm investigating it because it's a lot of money I'd have to, I mean, if I do a $100 loans, that's $2,000. That's always basically lent. But if there's money constantly coming in, like every 3 days, it's a lot. It's not, you don't really have $2,000 constantly at risk, because every 2 or 3 days, one of the loans is coming due. And so I'm going to join the Zoom meeting with the co-founder of the company this week or next week. And apparently we get to talk. They're just introducing this new program called Solo Lender Gold or something. But I'm always looking like this, trying to find out what's a new way to make money. How can you make more money with less work? And I think this is a great concept because you're not asking for 20%. You're not being a real jerk about it. And the loan amount is not so high that somebody's going to really get into financial trouble. But if they just need an extra $100 and $200 to pay their rent, then hey, you're helping that person pay the rent, and you get an extra. You gave them $200, and then in 2 weeks you get $220 back. Cool. Oh, you asked about my finger. I was
Yeah, that's
skydiving,
good. Yeah,
and when I landed,
I hope you get well soon.
thank you, thank you. So, how about you? What are your? I guess some of the other cash flow I get some royalties from my books, but that's not consistent. It's maybe every 6 months, and I have a pension from the army, which is every month for the rest of my
Right,
life,
books?
which is good. Yeah, I have 10 books that are available for sale, so I make various amounts of interest. It depends on how much they sell during sometimes I'll get, if I happen to have a TV show appearance, which I haven't had in a couple of years. When I did that, boom, the sales would jump. At other times I have a dry spell and not making a whole lot, but there's always something. There's always at least 5 or 6 or 7 copies of each book that is selling. So
That's great.
we were talking about the stock market. So you didn't invest in crypto, you invested in the stock market?
Yeah, I invested some in the Egyptian stock market. Actually, my money grew a little bit. Like 20%, and then it's constantly going down from from that time. I didn't invest a lot of money, but now I'm not sure which stock. I think it needs a lot of research to get the perfect stock. But I was like checking or like giving each like cash flow application. I'm trying to put a hint here to check if some one of them got boomed or.
Two things I would say is, as I mentioned, we talked about in the chat room, now is not the time to sell.
Yeah.
If you believed in those stocks that you bought in the Egyptian stock market before, and the only reason they went down is because the entire global economy has gone down, well, there's no point in selling anything. Crypto, stocks, bonds. Why? Because in a year, they say that people, if you had, let's say, $1,000 or something during the stock market crash during the Great Depression in 1929, if you had not sold anything and just held on, apparently be worth like $100 million today. So like and that's why, and I learned my lesson with the Dogecoin. I had $500 worth, and back in 2017, and it went down 30%. I got so scared, I sold it. And then if I had kept it when it went up back in 2020, it would have been 250,000. So it kind of stinks, but I also learned a very, very valuable lesson. If you buy something for the right reasons, you should not be selling it at a loss unless something changed with that investment itself. Like I don't think Bitcoin itself has changed. I don't think there's nothing intrinsic about Bitcoin that's changed. I think things just are going wonky in the stock market.
I watched video that the case is that when the dollar started having much more interest, so everyone that was investing in Bitcoin sold their coins and went to the bank and put their dollars
Profit.
there to get more profit.
Yeah. Again, there's a risk with absolutely everything. There's a risk with this lending. There's a risk with stock market, risk with even United States Treasury bonds. And so, but you even said you have your money spread out among different apps in different places, right?
Yeah. Also, I have like small business on Instagram. Actually, like two years ago when I graduated 2 years ago, I started getting a job. So should I invest this income? So I made a brand, and I got models, I got photographers, and like I was a designer. And after that, I got some sales, but I left the business for like 6 months, and every once in a while I just come invest some money, and like that. I'm not getting so much money, but I'm keeping growing the Instagram page, and hopefully.
What do you do on the Instagram page? What's the business? What are you selling?
I sell scarves.
Can you share your screen and show me?
It's on my mobile phone. Can you check?
Or you can tell me where to go.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send the user ID.
Yeah. Where do I go to? Do I have to log in or no? Because I don't have Instagram.
I think yeah.
Well, we can try it and say at least we can see what the name of it is. Instagram.com/what?
VEIL
VEIM.
No, VEIL.
Oh, L.
In the chat, yeah.
Oh.
Veil vendor, yeah.
Oh, veil vendor.
Okay.
Why didn't you just say veil vendor?
Veil vendor.
Okay, so yeah, they want me to sign in, so I don't have the thing. All right, so anyway, what is veil vendor? Do you sell like headscarves for women?
Yeah. I think I made the wrong choice selling a woman kind of wear while I'm not a woman.
No,
actually,
it's a good idea.
I was going to sell t-shirts at the beginning, but I thought that the t-shirts market is like hundreds, thousands of pages are selling that, and I would struggle with the sizing, and no, it's not my size. I want to return it back, so I don't want to get that headache. So I thought, yeah, it's just a wheel, so no one will go to order a wrong size. You know?
You're learning. You're learning.
Yeah.
And how do you'll be a woman before you know it. Oh.
Yeah, I think I made a kind of good photo session. Can you see that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I can see that. Oh, that's lovely. See, everybody wants to come to Veil Vendor now to get the latest fashions. And so that's great. So you've got cash flow from that. I think the number one thing that we all need to do, we have to get to the point. That's why I love this lending app, and I'm hoping it works out. Because I mean, let me just, can you, here, let's see. Can you see my, let's see, calculator. By the way, I have to leave at 11:45 because I have a meeting at noon that I have to drive to. So we're going to finish up here, but then we're going to come up with what our plan is very quickly. But I mean, look at it. If you do the calculator, if you do, let's say you put $10,000 in, if you're lending, if you can lend $10,000 and let's say you get times 1.0, let's just say you get 4% every 10 days. So that's after 10 days, after 20 days, after 1 month, you've made $1,248 with $10,000. Then you take all that and you lend that again. Same thing, 4% over 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3. You basically made another $1,500. You keep going, 1, 2, 3. Now you're making almost $2,000. 1, 2, 3, 3,000. 8. I mean, it's just literally after a year, you could more than almost double their money if this type of investment is sustainable and the business stays in. But you got to keep looking. The number one way to make even bigger is through your own business. I mean, you could maybe look at Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. I mean, how did they make 500 million% profit? Because there is their business. So, I mean, I'm hoping with break diving, it's a not-for-profit, but the idea is eventually that we've got 400 million people and maybe 25 million are paid members at $35 a year. Boom. There's a lot of money for everybody who wants to work at break diving. They've all got a good salary. And at Veil Vendor, I mean, that could make you millions. And you spread it out to different countries outside of Egypt and even for Muslims that are outside of the US. I mean, outside of the Middle East.
Yeah.
A lot of them live here in the US now and whatnot. All right, so in the last few minutes, let's discuss what is our plan to increase our cash flow over the next 3 months? So I'll go first. One is this lender app, and I'm going to look to see if there's about 4 or 5 other lending apps. I'm going to look into those too. And like you said, spread it out. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. God forbid that one app goes out of business and then you lose a whole bunch of money. 2, I'm going to continue to invest in crypto and stocks. I'm still buying Bitcoin every week. It might only be like $2 worth of Bitcoin, but I really believe that all of the stock market, crypto, everything is going to continue to rise. To increase cash flow is answer more questions on Just Answer. I'm looking at another possibility of working as a financial advisor again. That could bring in more money. My mom and I are going to buy another apartment in July, and I'm going to manage that one as well. So I'll be making about another $150 managing that property. So that's kind of my plan for the next. Oh, and finishing the book proposal for the It Factors, which is a book that my friend and I are writing. If we can sell that, boom, that's cash flow. That's coming in. So, and how about you? Last 2 minutes, Ahmed. What is your plan to increase cash flow the next 3 months?
Okay. Actually, after 3 months, I will be in Austria, I think. Yeah, I hope. Good. So I'll be searching for a job there in data science. Also, I will continue improving on Bill Vendor. After 3 months, I should complete the ADS-2 German level. And I hope, or I'm planning that when I reach the B2 level, and maybe there's like some application that I can teach German to others. So I think this will be a cash flow
absolutely
idea. Yeah, I'm planning for that. Also, I'll be checking maybe crypto or stocks for the next few months.
I think those all sound like great ideas. Just so you know, in the back of your mind, what I eventually want to do is get to the point where breakdiving is so successful that we can have paid classes and things. Whereas someone like, let's say you get to the point where you can really lead a French event and you can teach people and help correct their grammar. How great and then we can offer paid classes. So, hey, it's $15 for a 4-week course and we pay the teacher. So we pay you to say, hey, you show up every Monday at 3 p.m. and these are your 7 students. And so if you can think of a way to increase your cash flow by increasing our cash flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Arabic, Egyptian Arabic. I mean, if you
I saw like a German for $35 a course in breakdiving.
Yeah, we had that originally. We were doing this thing. I'll talk about that with you later. It's something we call the Fluency Project, where you could do it with any language. And you'll have to show me where you found that, because I want to find out where that is. You can send me a message. So send a message to me and Luis, or just respond there that's saying, hey, we're going to have the German chat, whatever that day was, the 6th at 5 p.m. And show me where you found the German chat for $35, and we will talk about that. Because I literally, I mean, there's so many things I want to do with breakdiving. I just don't have the time myself or the manpower, because it's over. I mean, there's so much that needs to be done. If we had 100 people on staff, we still wouldn't be getting everything done, because there's so much coding, finance, and marketing, advertising, events management, country management, city management, blah, 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 blah. So we will get there. I'm glad you showed up, because the 2 other people who showed up didn't show up. Actually, the other 2 people who signed up didn't show up. So high five to you. It's always great to see you, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, if not, maybe see you in another event prior, but if not, definitely at the German one.
Yes, sure.
Okay. See you soon.
Bye-bye.